What? I think it's stuck.
너만은 쓰는 거야.
The next day was the concert. So, my concert outfit was the official, well, the tour shirt paired with light blue jeans and fishnets, and then my burgundy Nikes. And I was gonna put my hair in space buns, but I didn't know how to do that. And I was really lazy. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna let my hair just do itself and whatever. So next day came. It was like, I don't know what time I woke up, like maybe 7 something, I don't know. Me and C, we both have curly hair. So we decided to wait until the next day, like, to actually wash our hair. I washed my hair and whatnot. They're really, probably should have washed it the night before, cause ooh, okay, let's continue on with the story. So we were trying to decide what to do. Like, should we go out there and see how the line's looking, like what? So we decided to go out there and see. It started raining when we were in the hotel room, like raining like cats and dogs raining, like it was raining. And we had ponchos. We bought I brought 2 ponchos, and then Elle brought a poncho. But yeah, I was worried because I didn't know if the arena was gonna let me take in that poncho or have me discard it, because it's not my poncho, it's my dad's poncho. So I didn't want to get rid of this poncho. Our ponchos. So in the morning, I before we left, I put on like the bottoms, like my shorts and my fishnet tights, but I didn't put on the tour shirt yet because I knew we were gonna be outside and I knew it was gonna be hot. So I put on a camisole just for so, so I'm gonna get this smelly and dirty. So we went out and whatnot, and we see the line. It's already like starting. Like we weren't allowed to line up before 2 o'clock was when the gates were gonna open, but we weren't allowed to line up before then. But they ended up letting us stay there. We get there and like, okay, we all bought chairs. Me, L, and C. They used their chairs. I didn't. I was standing up the entire time. I was standing up the whole entire day of Saturday. I look ugly. I look ugly. I look like an ugly banana.
Nobody's ugly. We're all just ugly.
What caused you to get sick, GOT7? I was standing up all day. And I was carrying that chair around. I knew I should have left that chair in the trunk of the car. I didn't do it, but yeah. But someone actually ended up using our chairs because we ended up leaving them. But that's towards like when we actually get let in. So like the line would move every so often. And actually there was when we were waiting in line like outside of a property, there was an ice cream truck that was rolling by.
Why are they inside the gate?
Ice cream. Go get one. Oh, cold bottle of water, $1. Ice cream. They really selling ice cream out here in the rain though. I'm good. I'm good. And also Warped Tour was that same day, so we would see people like walk across, like walk in front of us and whatnot, and we'd ask people, they would ask us like, oh, is this for Warped Tour or whatnot. But yeah, God, I hope this is all in order. So after that, we finally get like let in. Like the line started moving like really fast. Like people were like going in. So we were like, oh, the gates are open. And so like where gate 9 was, I think that's the gate that we were at. It was on the other side. Like it was far away from like gate 4, like where NRG Arena actually was, inside of like NRG property. It was, you know, it was a walk, but like we ended up getting there. Oh, I have never like, okay, so we get in front of the arena. I don't know who let us in. I don't know who was leading us. I thought it was an official. Come to find out, I don't think it was an official that was actually leading us. I really don't know. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we finally get over there. And the girls, they're a mess. They were very rowdy and whatnot, and very aggressive. I was standing in the back. I didn't want any part of that. I was like, you know what? I'm just trying to see GOT7. I just want my high touch, and I just want to see this concert. I don't care what has to happen, but I want to see my boys. So there was a whole bunch of yelling and and then finally, like, officials of NRG finally came out from the venue, and like outside, you could hear GOT7 doing sound check. The bass of this music could be heard outside the venue. I told my friend that we're gonna be deaf by the end of this concert. And she's like, oh my god, Martha, no you're not. So L and C have had like tons of concert experience compared to me. I have only been to one other concert besides this one, and that was Pitbull. And I was like, that didn't, like, all this stuff that's happening to me right now did not happen to me. Anyways, so I was like, yeah, I left that concert with my ears ringing and stuffed, like I was sick. I digress. So I guess say like the camera is like NRG. Girls were like lining in front of like a big crowd in front of it. And then finally, I don't know who, I think it was like a security guard. He told the people like in the back to like line up against this yellow chain. And so me and my friend did as we were told. And then like, you know, we're waiting there. And then I happened to look back behind me. Like me and my friend were towards the front. That line went all the way to the end of the building. Like width-wise, like the front of it, it went all the way to the end. I was like, wow. That's not cute. That's a lot. And so finally, like, people, they told that big, massive crowd, like, to get inside the yellow chains. And they weren't telling them, like, to get in line or anything. So we're like, we were in line first and whatnot. And then we started seeing people with badges, like, official, I guess they were volunteers, I guess, and whatnot. And we were waiting there. And so me and my friend finally dropped our chairs, because I didn't want to carry mine. I didn't even freaking use it. So like, yeah, but yeah, I was like, oh, God. Finally we start getting organized. One of the I think it's a security guard or something, he was like pit 1 P1 or whatnot. Like, he was like, get on the double yellow line, and there's 2 pits, pit 1, pit 2. I was in pit 2, and like we were kind of confused because like he was saying different things, and like P2, or like, you know, he would say P2 or, you know, whatnot, and I was like, oh my god, he was confusing everyone. And so finally he said all P1s get on the double yellow line. Me and my friend ended up being in the back of that line or like maybe towards the middle, or maybe the end of it. I was like, wow, okay. I was oh god. And then like they then they said, okay, pit 1 get over here. They separated pit 1 from pit 2 finally. They let pit 1 go in first. They had like designated lines and signs, so they put them into their designated line, and then pit 2 finally did that. Finally did the same thing. And so we're in there, we're in the line finally, and you know, we're just chilling. We were chilling out there. It was raining. And at one point I took my poncho off because I'm like, you know, I'm tired of it. My hair, there was no point in me washing my hair. I could have just let the rain do it. Like, I think all my product like ran out of my hair, maybe. And I was like, you know what? I need to at least it looks somewhat presentable for GOT7, because I had this high touch. And I decided to, is this enough? I decided, I think it was this much of hair, to do like little pigtails, like near the front, like not like right here, but like right here, I think. It looked cuter. I'll put a picture. I ended up doing that. I actually ended up seeing a friend, well, I guess we were friends, I guess. Like, I ended up seeing somebody from college. I was surprised that she was there. I knew she liked GOT7, but I didn't expect her to see her there because I don't really talk to her. She was like, hey Martha, I'm like, oh hey, like she asked me like how long I've been here, and I was like, since yesterday. She's like, here? I was like, I mean in Houston since yesterday. I was like, I didn't stay overnight. I ain't crazy. But yeah, so finally we're in line, and I ended up seeing a YouTuber. I think she's a part of Sam, Sophie, Steph, or something. It's S3. I'll try and find her, but I ended up seeing her. I didn't say hi because she was there. She was dressed really cute. I couldn't dress like that. What she was wearing, I couldn't have. But yeah. But there was a lot of aggressiveness for pit 2 GA, because like we were all like, P1 was all lined up and whatnot. Oh yeah, P1 was all lined up, and then like P2 GA, they were aggressive. It was yelling, shouting. It was bad. It was real bad. I ended up looking at the line, like the line across in the yellow chain. It was long. Like, more people started coming, and there was one on the other side of us too, and I was like, wow, these are so many people. So many people. It was so many. And I hate crowds. I hate crowds. I'm a very introverted person. I hate crowds. I hate crowds. But yeah, like, we ended up waiting there, and I think, so this, according to the schedule, 4:30 is when we're supposed to get our wristbands. Oh, there it goes. We were supposed to get our wristbands at 4:30. We did not get those wristbands until maybe like 5 or something, probably a little bit later than that. But yeah, what you call it, so many people ended up fainting. I think there was one girl that ended up fainting, and I think she ended up getting a free high touch. She ended up getting a free high touch and I think something else, or maybe she ended up getting a free high touch and that was it. I think that was it. I think, I'm not too sure. She was a part of P2. I don't know if it was seated or GA, but yeah. Finally they start like so like when we were in line, so through like before like the actual concert day, there was a lot of fan projects that were going on, and me and my friends had ordered from Agase fan projects. I'm not too sure who was in charge of it. But mainly we had this sign which says "My eyes will always search for you," and then on the back it has the lyrics for "Look, You Are," and "Never Ever." Yeah. The reason why it's crumpled up is because I put it in my pocket. Yeah, my purse was stuffed. Yeah. What was it? Okay. So this came with this. Oh, and then this little. Focus. Oh my god. This little light stick keychain. It's so cute. I love this so much. It came with that, and then this button. The light's reflecting off it. Oh, here we go. And then this button. That's what came with that fan project. And also, like, well, yeah, I had that stuff. And then also in line, ended up being girls next to us who had made keychains. Yeah, keychains. Like these. Like, they were little hearts and whatnot, and they have the members' names on them, or like one member's names on them. Ended up getting J-Bum, because he's my bias. And I think they had like Agase ones. These were $10. These are really cute. I have it with my Agase keychain. Yeah. This right here, I put it on. This is the official merch item that P1 and P2's got, which was a lanyard. I need a new one compared to like my UNT one. Like the little thing right here, like was like being like broken. But yeah, this was the unofficial merch item. This kind of made me mad because like, anyways, yeah. So we ended up getting that, and yeah. So finally we get let in. We finally, like, they finally start coming around, like checking our stuff, checking our tickets. We end up getting these and like our lanyards. Finally, so we're getting let in, and then we had to do a bag check. Oh my god, I hate the bag check. I don't really hate it, but like my bag was stuffed, and so I'm like, you really can't see inside this bag. You really can't. Finally, we get let in, and we were going straight into the high touch. Like the second that we got in, or like, yeah, basically the second that we got in, we had the high touch. I was so nervous. I was so scared. This was my first time. And this was my first time seeing GOT7 in front of me. Not through a screen. Not through VLive. Not through pictures. In front of my face. And I was doing a high touch. And a high touch is when all the members of an idol group are lined up, and people who have like the high touch benefit like go and like, you know, give them high fives. That's what a high touch is. I was in front. I was in front of my friend L. Oh yeah, C had a P2 GA ticket. So she wasn't with us when this happened. Yeah, so we get to the high touch. Oh my god, we get to the high touch. Oh my god. Nervous. I was so nervous, and I wanted to say, oh my god. Okay, so if I remember correctly, so I get up there. It was Bam Bam. It was Bam Bam, then Yugyum, Youngjae, Mark. No. Okay, so it was Bam Bam, Yugyum, Mark, Youngjae, Jinyoung, Jaebum, and then Jackson. Okay, so I get to Bam Bam. I was like, I didn't say anything. All of them, I didn't say anything. I think I said hi to Yugyum, but I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. Like, I go through them, And then I get to J-Bum, and I was really only paying attention to J-Bum. And if I remember correctly, I think he like kind of grasped my hand. I think. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe that's what I wanted to happen. I don't know. I really did want to clasp his hand, but I didn't. But then I get stopped. After J-Bum, I get stopped. And I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I promise. I didn't do anything. I just got in here after this freaking 5 hours of waiting. I didn't do anything. And like, oh, high five his hand. And I'm like, who? I forgot about Jackson. I did. I felt bad. I'm so sorry, Jackson. If you're watching this video, I am sorry. They were like pointing to somebody. They're like, oh, high five his hand. And I was like, oh, Jackson. And I think he clasped my hand too. I think for sure he did. I was like, oh, hi, Jackson. And then me and my friend finally go into the pit. And we waited for them to start. And J-Bum did, was it a V-Live? Was it a V? I think it was a V-Live. I think J-Bum did a V-Live. And, like, when we were waiting. And they were like, yay! Like, and, like, people were screaming and whatnot. I was, oh my god. I'm the type of fan. I'm not that fan that I'm not that fan. I'm not that fan that screams a lot. I'm not. I'm really not. So we end up doing that, and then it finally got time for them to do for them to come out. It was like 8:10 maybe that they finally came out. They were late. The concert was supposed to start at 10. I mean, not 10. 8. They finally come out, and they start off with I had to write, like, I took video of every song. I hope I took video of every song, and I wrote them down. I'm not too sure if like how accurate this playlist is, but just like according to the videos that I took, these are the songs. So when they first came out, they had that like little introduction video where it's like showing them and like the birds like breaking the glass. They came out, they started with Hard Carry. It was a remix.
Hard carry it.
And then they had Skyway, Out, My Home, Perry. they had like a talking thing where they like introduced themselves.
What's up? I'm Youngjae! Hey guys, I'm Mark. Houston, this is Jackson. What's up? I'm JB. It's your boy Bam Bam. Hi guys, this is Shinyo. What's up? I'm Yuga. Yeah, it's been a long.
They had Prove It. Prove It is like, I think it was like the first song that, like, that wasn't like a title track that I had bought for GOT7, and it's fact, I love R&B. If you didn't watch my second Let's Talk with Martha, I love R&B. It reminds me of R&B, and JB made it, and he loves R&B. We're soulmates. But I love Prove It. They played Prove It. And then they had an unknown song that I didn't know. So there was a song after Prove It. I don't know the song name. And then they had Firework. And then they had another talking like little session and like an intro video, I believe. I could be wrong. But they had like a talking session after Firework. Then they did. And then they did Begging on My Knees, Teenager, Us, Stop It, Stop It, Stop It. Sorry. And then Girls Girls remix. And then they had after Girls Girls, they had Girls Girls remix. They had like a mini drama thing that Jin Young ended up making, and it was kind of like there was so it was a girl and a guy. And like there was like problems going on between them, and so they stopped the drama, and then they did If You Do. Then they continued the drama, and then they did a song that I don't know, and then I think after that unknown song, they continued. It's either they continued the mini drama or they did Face immediately after. Either or, Face was played next. And then I think they either continued the mini drama or they ended up playing Dreamin' next. Immediately after, either or. And then after that they had a little talking session, then You Are, Never Ever, and then they had this video of them like they were talking and like having like a little like dinner or something, and they were talking and they talked about doing subunits and the subunit songs. They stopped the video and then they did the subunits, which started with Bam Bam and Jin Young doing King. It's either King or Kings. I think it's King.
Put your hands up for the king. Put your hands up for the king. I'm the king. Hey, hey, I'm the king.
Long time no see. 여기저기 들리는 함성 소리. Long time no see. 이 목소리 우리 관계 연결고리. 난 그대 목을 타게 하는 방화범. 목을 물어 뺏길만 하는 like a bomb. 펑펑펑펑 부도 trigger 뻥뻥. 폭발전 살며시 내 미소.
So 먹여보는
What's up my feet?
money in my pocket.
Eyes on my neck.
On the top, put your hands up for the king. On the top, put your hands up for the king. I'm the king.
Then they had Still Think About It, I think that's the song name. That unit was Young J, Mark, and JB, which out of all, like, I loved all the subunits, but Mark, J-Bum, and Young J, that was my favorite because the song was R&B-ish. If I put the video in here, you'll probably hear me say that. But that was
I still think about you. 너 때문에 I still think about it. 아직도 난 네가 준 상처가 아물지 못해 더 이상. You still think about it. Do you think about it? 나는 내 모습. Do you think about it? 지켜버린 내 맘.
상처주는 너의 날들 Scars of being born in collider All the time we spent means nothing to me 나 아직 후회해 그런 날들 You said you would hold me tight You would love me right You'd be by my side Left my side 그런 말을 떠나서 그런 말을.
And then they had, like, Yugam had his, like, dance solo, and then they had Hungry after that.
Give me some more, my attention, don't carry on, don't carry on, and I'm hey, ain't enough, give me some more, now tell me that you want that. Ain't enough, give me some more, go win and I'ma go get. Let the phoenix out of this cage, nobody can stop me on the stage, I'm tired of the bomb of life, what a beat to a flip, gotta pay this. Should I just be the villain, understand, I need a goblin, understand, I need a big goblin.
Yeah, they were all good. Jackson was blowing my ears out with that freaking bass in Hungry. My ears were already damaged enough already from the regular bass. Jackson, whoever produced the freaking song, whoever turned the volume up. Anyways, so after that they played the video again and they finished, and then they were talking about like how they're thankful for Agases or Agat7s, whichever you prefer, and they did thank you. Oh my god. Okay. And so when they did the little drama, like at the end of the little drama entire video, it said I still love you baby, but then it changed to Agase. I started crying. I cried on and off after the end of the drama into the end of the concert. I was crying on and off because I didn't want them to leave. And like during thank you I was trying
Still nothing, so I'm sorry.
And all that, and like the ending speeches, they had their ending speeches. I started crying too. I didn't want them to leave. Yeah. And after the ending speeches, they, like, I'm not too sure what they were doing. I think they just danced around. Like, it was basically like the end. Like, they ended up dancing around on the extended stage. So for us, the stage ended up looking like an L. Not an L, an I. An I. So the, like, intro stage was the first part of the I, and then like there was a little catwalk, and then like the extended stage was like the second part of the I. They ended up like dancing on there, and then like confetti released. Confetti were released like at different times. The first confetti that was released, I believe, yeah, was these. Yes, I took some home. It's long. Like, this is like one thing. This is one thing. This is the start. Oh my god. Anyways, it's a really long string. I'm not trying to mess with that. It's a really long string of confetti. And then they had the short white confetti strips. I didn't take any of those, by the way. But yeah, I was.
Everybody, give it up for our dancers!
Give it up for our staff. Give it up for Jingo.
Give it up for Bam Bam! Give it up for Mark! Give it up for Jackson! Give it up for Hugo! Give it up for YJ! And JP! Everybody, thank you so much. We had a
So happy to have the opportunity to go see GOT7, because I know it will be quite a while before I get to see them again. Oh god, I hope I don't start crying. But yeah, I am really happy that I got to see GOT7 and to be able to have that interaction with them. Also, personally, I saw on Facebook someone post, did anyone think that P2 had a better view than P1? I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but I'm like, yeah, y'all did. But regardless of the fact, I'm still happy that I got to go see GOT7. I hope that I get to see them again. Hopefully, if it's a high touch, I don't. I didn't say nothing to any of them. I felt so bad for myself more than anything. Hopefully, I'll say something and actually don't chicken out. I do hope to see them again. I do hope maybe the next time that they come, they have like it's a fan meet, because the last time they were in Houston, it was a fan meet, and I've seen videos of the fan meet, and I really want to meet them again and to see them. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed watching and whatnot, and yeah, have a great day. Woo! I don't know what to say. What should I say? Alright. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!
너 때문에 난 세상이 다르게 느껴져. Yeah, 비가 오고 있어 내 하루는 다른 사람들은 못 보지 내 하늘을. I can't breathe, I can't eat, I can't sleep. 너 만나기 전에 난 완전